Now, one of the things that people have commented about the show is that you guys actually use the N-word on the show around your kids. Now, how is that? Because, we're in a civilization, right? I mean, we're in a time right now where that's such a loaded word. And especially when other races come into question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, how do you tell your kids that, well, you could use it around us and your other black friends, but your white friends can't really use it?
That's a real conversation, and I've had to have it with my sons. And it's hip hop, man. The kids listen to hip hop. They use the N word. Point blank. Period. Yeah, like there's no way around it. You know what I mean? I'm at a concert the other day. Nothing but white kids in the concert. Metro, what's the name? My nigga, Metro Boomin. Mm-hmm. Metro Boomin is DJing and shit, right? What does he throw on? All day, nigga. Fuck, we get this call. All day, nigga. And he's fading the nigger part, and the white kids are singing that nigger word like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the balcony dying laughing because I'm like, yo, what do you expect them to do? What do you think they're gonna do? You understand what I'm saying? It's a song to them, it's a song. They just singing a song, having fun. So now what do? Not play that song when you have a white audience and you DJ? Like, I don't know. I really don't know how to combat this. How do we, for us that are older, we know how much hatred the word has behind it, how much malice, that the word was created and invented, the harm it was made to do. We understand that. I don't think the young kids understand that, yo. I don't think they get it how we get it. So I do try to tell my kids, yo, lesson on the N-word. Slow down on the N-word, man, but I really don't see nothing wrong with the word, as far as us using it with each other as black people. It's one of those things, man. It's like this word was created to belittle, demean us, make us feel less human. And then we took the word and made it somewhat of a term of endearment to each other. You my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say that. If somebody asked me about Vlad, I would say, oh, Vlad's my nigga. You understand? So it's weird when you talk about the word. But then now when you talk about it with my kids in the context of how they use it and the way they really don't understand it, I had to tell them, because I'm like, they have, majority white friends. So, they're all over at the house. The kids are all over at the house. And I hear my sons in there using the word. They playing the video game. Man, mama, nigga, don't do. So I'm like, yo, I pulled them out the room, pulled them to the side for a second. I said, listen, man. I said, I know y'all, y'all use the word. I don't really like y'all using the word, but it's a word. It's not a curse word. It's a word, so whatever. I said, but yo, try to refrain from using it around your white friends like that, because what if they say the word to you? Mm-hmm. That's not acceptable. But y'all are sitting there throwing it back and forth to each other. So it makes them feel uncomfortable. Like, I can't say it, but they can say it. I said, just try not to use it so much. But it's a tough conversation to have, Vlad. Like, that's one of those things that we really gotta, as a whole, as a black community, we gotta get together and figure out what we're gonna do with the word, man. We're gonna use the word, we're not gonna use the word. What are we doing with the word, man? Because it is one of those funny things. It really is.
Yeah. Well, personally, I never use it. I never use it in conversation. I never use it when.
Yeah, well, Vlad, you shouldn't use it. You are white.
Yeah, exactly. Right, but even if I'm quoting a song, I'll just skip over that word.
Yeah, but
so, like,
Vlad,
for example,
you are too old. You know better. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get away with it the way a kid. All right, let's bring Justin Bieber into this for a great example. He has the video that came out a few years ago where he's singing "One Lonely Nigga" or whatever. Mm-hmm. He got a pass. He got a pass because we all looked at it like he's a kid. He really doesn't know no better. He doesn't probably really even know the history of the word. It really is just, I don't think it was that, you know, but he got a pass. I don't know why he got a pass, but he got a fucking pass. Like it's hard to determine, you know, who could say the word, who cannot say the word. It's one of those things, man. It's tough. I don't know the answer to give you about it. You know, I don't know whether to say, yeah, they shouldn't use the word. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the word has a different meaning now than it used to. It's not the same.
So let's just say one of your son's white friends.
Can't say it in my house, Vlad. It's not happening.
So let's just say he approaches you and say, "Yo, Ja, I love that one song you had," and he starts to do the song, and there's the N word in the song.
Don't sing the lyric. I'm gonna teach him. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Because here's what's to be said about that. I don't know what to make of the word. I don't know if we should ban the word, say the word, keep the word, whatever. But I would advise any young white man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you may not want to use that word, little homie. You know what I'm saying? You in the wrong place, wrong time, you're going to get punched in your mouth for using that word. So you may want to refrain from using that word. And that's just a lesson to him in life. Like, I don't know, you know, he could be in the wrong circle of the wrong black kids. And you understand? My kids may not punch him in the mouth for it, but one of my little cousins that still live in the hood, oh, yeah, you're going to get punched in the mouth if you say that word. See, my kids, they grew up around all white kids. So even to my kids, the word is different. It doesn't have the same meaning, you know. Even though I educate them on it, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my daughter had a argument about this shit. And she's like, Dad, y'all old school, and y'all don't understand. The word is not the same anymore. And I'm like, Brittany, listen, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. The word is always going to be the word. You don't let no white people use the word around you like that. You can't. You can't, man. It's just black heritage, man. You just can't do it, man. You can't use the N-word like that. It's just like, but you know, here's a great example, Vlad. Two Jewish guys can talk to each other and call each other, you know, Jewish slangs and shit like that, and it's all fine. Mm-hmm. Right or wrong?
Yeah, that's right.
Two Italians call each other or whatever, guinea, wop, whatever the fuck they want. It's all good. Because they're talking to one another and they're both that. It only becomes a problem when you're not that and you're saying the word. Then it's like, okay, it doesn't even matter what context you're using the word because you really shouldn't be using the word. You know, so it's, I don't know, it's tough, man. But the only reason why I'm having a difficulty with this is because hip hop, we have made the word so popular. Like, what do you do? Like I said, when he throws on the record and Kanye singing all day nigga, and every other word in that song is nigga. And right. If you drop out the word and the white kids sing it, can you blame them? Are you mad at them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because at that moment, they're not calling Kanye a nigga. They're not calling anybody a nigga. They're just singing a song. It's tough, Vlad. It's, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that, you know, like I said, man, we gotta the Black Coalition, we gotta get together and figure this out, man.
I'm not the back down type though, you know what I'm saying? Like, he started talking this shit. I was on an IO hook. He like, yo, you disrespecting Fetty. I'm like, so? One of them niggas smacked me with the gun from the back.
The challenges we faced from Houston, from Texas is in hip hop, man, ain't even worry about Slim G's, Iggy's, man, ain't worry about none of that, man. We got our own world going on of things that's way more crucial to us and to our Texas hip hop culture